So guys, in this video we will be seeing about this Windows file transfers. In Linux we have these tools called wget, curl, and etc. So uh, these make lives very comfortable, but in Windows there will be no such tools, but we need to download or transfer from our car Linux machine to that Windows machine. So let's say ls. I have already downloaded this wget.exe from the internet. You can just download from the internet. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a FTP server, that is VSFTPD server. It's a sudo apt install VSFTPD, and I have already installed this. I have already shown you in the previous videos. So if you do not follow that one, just install this VSFTPD server. So you need to, what you want to do is you need to locate this configuration file of this VSFTPD configuration file. So let me go into cd.hc, and in hc let's edit this. Let's type in vsftpd.configuration. Now what you're going to do is you want to enable this anonymous login. So even though the password or the username is wrong, you can just access the files. So after enabling that, you need to say sudo service vsftpd restart. So now the service will be restarted with the new configuration file. Now let's go on to our Windows machine. So okay, let me clear the screen. So now we cannot execute, think of this as a reverse shell we got from the Windows machine. So we cannot use the graphical user interface, and we cannot use some interpreters like FTP. If you type FTP after saying by, it will supposedly kill the shell. So that's why what we are going to do is we are going to uh, type the commands in a text file, and then we are executing the commands from the text file. So to do that, let's say echo, and first let me move into the desktop. So I will create the text file, and I will store the FTP commands in that. Then I will tell the FTP command to execute the commands from the text file. So let's say echo open, and the IP address of this Kali Linux machine and the port number, and pipe it to say ftp.txt. So as you can see, there is a new file created, uh, ftp.txt. Now what we want to do is we want to say user. We know it's Kali user, and I am just appending to this ftp.txt. See, you can see the difference. First I have put the 1 greater than symbol, and next I have put the 2 greater than symbol. That means appending to this ftp.txt. And then I simply say password, and then I am going to appending into this ftp.txt. So after connecting, we want to change into binary mode, because we want to transfer the exe file, and if you transfer in the normal mode, it will be broken or damaged. So I'm changing into binary, and then I will say get the file name, which is wget .exe, and add it to ftp.txt. And lastly I will say bye. If you say bye in the FTP, the connection will be disconnected. So now I have this ftp.txt. If I so okay, this wget.exe may be considered as the virus. So let me turn off this one. So I'm going to execute these commands again. So let me open this, and I will just paste it in here. So now our file has been saved. Now let's say more ftp.txt. Now we have got the commands, and I will do what I will do is ftp -v for verbose, -n and -s to specify the script, and let's say ftp.txt. So it's asking for allow access. Click on allow. Now as you can see, we got this wget.exe, and we can just get any file using this wget.exe. Now let me delete this one. So this is one way of getting via FTP, and in Windows 7 systems this firewall does not ask, and in normal pen testing, and I hope these commands will work guarantee. And this is one way of FTP, and another way is using the TFTP. In Windows XP and 2003 there is a TFTP client, so there is no TFTP in this Windows 10. So you can also use the TFTP client for transferring the files. So I will just sudo service, so that TFTPD has already been installed in the Kali Linux system, that is a TFTPD. So after this you need to specify some port number and configuration. Sudo atftpd and execute as daemon and specify on the port 69, and then you need to specify TFTP. So after this, once again restart the service. Now if you go into this cd srv and TFTP, there you can put some files, and in the terminal of this XP command prompt you can just type in TFTP -i IP address, so this command you should type in this Windows XP command prompt, and after that the files, this wget.exe should be stored in this srv TFTP folder, and then you can execute this command and you will get the wget.exe. So this is another way, and this TFTP is by default installed in the XP and 2003, but it's removed from Windows 7. So another way I'm going to show you is using this PowerShell and Visual Basic script, VB script, and this PowerShell has been from the Windows 7, so you don't need to worry about the installation. So this is very short, it's just storing the file current directory in the storage directory, and then creating the new web client, and then we are connecting to this web server for the file and storing it in the this directory. So for this we want to set up our web server. So let's go ahead, and in my desktop I will just type python 3 -m http .server and just specify port 80. So let's use the sudo. So now my web server is up running on the 80 port. So now what I can do is I can just simply copy this and paste it in this command prompt. Alright, now my PS1, that is PowerShell script, has been successfully created. I just forgot to modify this IP address. Just modify it to 0.104, and the file name is wget.exe. You just modify it here. I just forgot to modify. Now what I want to do is I want to execute using this syntax. This is and let me paste it in here. Now we are executing the PowerShell script, and you can see the wget file has been downloaded, transferred with the file name output file.exe. You can change the output file using here. This name will be put in the destination file. So this is one way of transferring files from Kali Linux machine to Windows machine, and another way is using the VB script. You can copy each and every command and you create this Visual Basic script, and then you just get the execute this file. So for this also you need to set up the web server. So as you can see here, the request has been made to get the wget.exe. So this is a simple way of getting these files transferred from Kali to Windows using the PowerShell and VB script. So I hope you have understood. And if you this Windows machine have the Python script, and you can write the Python code to fetch the file from the Kali Linux machine also. That is the same using the request method. So it will be very similar. Just using the request module, you can just get the file from the Kali Linux machine. But most of this Windows machine does not have Python installed. Only if you got lucky, then you can execute the Python script as well.